Discussions about relations between the U.S., China and Taiwan often center on the potential for conflicts and the strategic implications of bilateral ties. But according to Ambassador Tong from the Asia Group, it is crucial for policymakers to also consider the mutual benefits of two-way trade.
This is a common concern that one hears when people view headlines about businesses investing overseas and capacity that theoretically could also be invested in their location. But what economic history shows is that cross-border investment tends to generate more investment in both directions. It also generates trade. So, for example, an investment in the United States in manufacturing is likely to generate exports from Taiwan to support that investment. It also can generate business relationships that then lead to greater profitability that leads to more investment back in the home jurisdiction. So, generally speaking, these investment relationships do tend to expand cross-border economic activity overall. That needs to be explained to people so that they understand that the creation of these long-term relationships is by nature of mutual benefit. I would expect to see some shifting of upstream capacity to support some of these big investments in the United States. That would ultimately increase the profitability and strength of those firms, even as they continue to supply TSMC in Taiwan and in other jurisdictions. So overall, the impetus of these big moves should create many small moves that go along with it and really are to benefit of the industries. The current overall macroeconomic environment in both Taiwan and the United States is, I guess, could be described as mediocre. But I do expect to see continuing uptick in activity between the U.S. and Taiwan in both directions going forward. One of the points that I really would like to emphasize, however, is that in order to seize this opportunity, Taiwan as an economic entity, as a business climate, needs to be looking to continuously improve and attract the kind of attention that it wants to receive actively, both through policy and through outreach. Because I would like to see a Taiwan situation in the near future where we see lots of private equity visiting, venture capitalists, Wall Street type people, really giving a much closer look at the potential of Taiwan going forward. And that's going to require, I think, some more work by Taiwan to really make itself competitive as a business climate, looking at its competitors in the East Asian region.
Ambassador Tong points out that the trade outlook between the United States and Taiwan is promising. By placing a strong emphasis on fostering bilateral investment, both nations can reap significant mutual benefits. This is Dimitri Brias for TVBS World Taiwan.